Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and now we'll see a new question on intervals. So basically what we are given, that we are given some intervals which are already in proper manner, which are already in merged manner. Like if you see, like this is our these are our intervals. So first interval is 1 3, second interval is 6 8, and the third interval can be of one of these interval, right, which we'll see. Now we are also given a new interval. So this is our new interval. Now we need to add this interval in this intervals with the proper merging. So like if you see these intervals, the already intervals are already properly mannered merged, right? Like here we have 1 to 6, then we have 6 to 8, then we can have basically these interval, any of the interval among these. So like first it can be 9 to 10, it can be 10 to 20, 10 to 12, 12 to 14, 16 to 20. So these all intervals are properly merged and sorted, right? If you see that they are from starting to end. Now we need to add this new interval, and after adding this interval, all the intervals should be properly merged. That's what our question is, right? Now let's see one by one that what are the cases that can happen. Like let's see this case, the first case. In this case, what intervals we have? We have the interval 1 to 3. Like let's say we have 1 to 3 here, we have 6 to 8 here, and then we have 9 to 10. Let's say we have 9 to 10 here, and then 11 to 15, right? So basically we are adding these intervals at the we want to add the interval here. Now if you see that if you want to add the interval here, so basically it's not overlapping with any of the intervals, right? So we can simply add this to end of the list. So how we can check basically, because we can't go to directly to the end, right? So what we can check, we can check that if this value, right, if this is the end value of this list, like we will start from here and we'll check if this end value is, if this end value is less than this start value, if the start value of this one, like if you see here we have 1 2 3. So if the 1 to 3 is less than this 11, basically the start of this new interval, so we can simply say that they will not overlap, right? Because if we have 1 2 3 from here and then we have 11 to 15 here, so obviously we can check this is 3, this is 11. So if this value is lesser than this value, then it means they will not overlap. So if this is not overlap, it means we can skip this one, right? So this is what we are checking. So we are saying that we have this list, we are saying this is my list. So in list we can have different intervals, and this is new interval. So that is why we are saying list dot get I. So basically start I equals to 0, and we are saying that if the end value of this list, if the end value of the element is less than the new interval dot start. New interval is means this one. So if this value is less than the new interval dot start value, in this case we can skip this value. So we can go I plus plus, we can go to next value, right? Now let's see this case, second case. So it means we have skipped this one. Now we move to this one 6 8, right? Again for 6 8 you see that for 6 8 will be something like this, and for 11 to 15 this will. So the end value of this 8 and this is 11. So this value is again less than this one. So if this value is less than this one, it means again we can skip this value. So we can move to further, right? Now the next value we have is 9 to 10. So again if you see, the 9 to 10 will be something like this. Here we'll have 10, and the 11 to 15 will be something like this. Here we'll have 11, here we'll have 15, and here we have 9 to 10. Again the end of this value is less than this one, so it means again they will not overlap, so we can simply skip this, right? So it means at the last, when we are done with all the values, if it is the case, so we'll just add this value. So what we have understood, the understood is the first case will be this one. The first condition we have to check that if this value, that if list dot get I dot end is less than the new interval dot start, so we can skip a particular value, right? Now let's see this case, the second case, right? In second case what will happen, that this will not that here we have 10 to 20 and here we have 11 to 15. So let me basically remove this one. Now let's see the second case. In this case we have 1 to 3, 6 to 8 here, and then we have 10 to 20. Now if you see, the new interval is 11 to 15, like here. Now this interval will be overlapping with this one, right? So in this case, can we check this case? Can we say that if this start is less than the new interval dot end, basically this case. So if this value is less than this one, then in this case it means this is surely overlapping, right? Because what could happen, let's say this case, the 16 to 20, this 16 to 20. So like it's something like this, that we have 1 to 3, 6 to 8, and then we have 16 to 20, right? So here we have 16, 20, here we have 6, 8, and here we have 1, 3. And let's say if our in between we have our new interval is 11 to 15, right? Now what we have checked, that this condition, basically when we check this condition, it means the new interval dot end, so this end was greater than this start, right? That is why we basically move to this one. Now if the value of this end, if the value of end is greater than the start, it means this is not overlapping, right? So we can simply add this one. So that is why we have basically put this condition, that if the start, we need to check if this start is less than the, if the start is less than the end value of this one, then we need to basically update the values, right? So basically we'll check this condition, that if whatever the value we are checking, if the start value is less than the new interval dot end, it means we will do this thing. So we'll basically update the new intervals value. How we'll update? We'll update that the start will be the minimum of the start of this list and the new interval, and the end value will be the maximum of this one and this one. So what will happen? Now my new interval will be, the start will become the minimum of out of this one, so it will be 10, and the maximum will be the maximum out of this one, so it will be 20, right? So now it will be 10, 20. So my final answer will be that it will be 1, 3, 6, 8 and 10, 20. So that will be my answer if we have this case. Now let's take third case, that what will happen if we have the third case, right? So let's take this one. So third case means basically this one, 10 to 12, right? So here in this case what we are saying that the first interval is 1 to 3, so this is 1, 3, then we have 6, 8, and then we have 10 to 12, and here our new interval is 11 to 15, like this case 11 to 15, right? So here we have 10 to 12, and here we have 11 to 15. So as usual, what we'll check, we'll basically move from here. So for this case, this is not overlapping for this case. So we'll check that if the end value here, this end value is not less than the start, this end value is greater than the start case, it means this is overlapping, right? So if it is overlapping here in this case, or if there is a break, so in this case what we need to do, now we'll again check if the list value, if it is less than the end of this value, so yes, this is end, right? Because it is matching this condition. So if it is matching this condition, it means we'll update the new interval dot start. So basically here for our new interval, the start value will be the minimum out of this one 10, and the maximum out of this one 15, right? So it means the new interval will be 10 to 15, which will also accommodate both 10, 12 and 11, 15, right? So this was our third case. Now also let's consider this case 12 to 14. So 12 to 14 means what it says? It says that we have 1 to 3, 6 to 8, and we have, let's say, 12 to 14. And here we have new interval is 11 to 15, means this interval is something like this. So here we have 12 to 14, and here we have 11 to 15. So even if we have this case, in this case what is happening, that basically we broke from here. How? Because the end value was not less than this one, the end value was greater than this one, so it means now we are here. And now let's check if the list value, if the start value is less than the end value. So yes, this value is less than this one. It means again we'll do the same thing, the minimum out of this one, so minimum is 11, and maximum out of this one, maximum is 15. So my answer will be 11 to 15. My answer means my new interval will be 11 to 15, right? Now see this case, last case, though we have already covered, but let's see this one case. So in this case what will happen, that this is 1 to 3, 6 to 8, and then we have 16 to 20, and in between we have 11 to 15, right? So 11 to 15, in this case what is happening, this start value of this one is greater than the end value of this one. It means this is not overlapping, so basically we can insert this value here in between, right? So this is how basically these are the possibilities, these are the possibility, and this is how it can overlap. And using this condition we can basically always check. Now you can say that after this also we can have the things, so that is for sure. After this also we can have the thing. So basically if you using this condition, so it will basically take care of the other cases as well. Now let's say after that we can have something like this. Let's say we have 14 to 50, let's say. Or even let's take this case, let's take one case. So here we have, let's say if we can have here 15 to, or even not 15, let's take this case. Here we can have 14 to 50, right? Let's focus on this one, 11 14 to 50. So let's do here, let's remove this one, and here we'll solve. So where we have 11 to 50, so in this case what will happen, that when it will merge, so for 1 to 3, 6 to 8, then we have 10 to 12, and here we have 11 to 15, and then here we have 14 to 50. So what will happen, that when it will come here, so here we have 10 to 12, and here we have 11 to 15, right? So first of all it will say that what is the minimum out of this one, the minimum is 10, and what is the maximum out of this one, maximum is 15, right? Now we'll check with this one, 14 to 50, right? So now our next value is 14 to 50. So again we'll do the same thing, we'll check that whether this value is less than this one. Yes, so again the minimum out of this one, so what is the minimum of these two, 10, and what is the maximum of these two, 50. So it will be, the final will be 10 to 50, right? So even we have the next value, like it can have next value 70 to 80. Now this is not overlapping, like 7 to 80 will be something like this one, right? So in this case we'll move from here, and then whatever pendings value we'll have, even we can have 90 to 100. So other next value we can simply add all these values, right? So this is how we can basically merge all these values. So let me show you the code as well, so that you know that how we are doing. So basically here we have some of the intervals, these are already existing intervals. So let's take this case where we have let's say 12 to 14, and then this is our new interval, and even for here we have something like this. So let's say this is 10, this is 10 to 16, and here we have 10 to 12, and here we can have 14 to 20, right? So now we are basically calling this merge interval, we are basically passing the all the list, and we are passing the new interval. So you go here in merge interval, and here basically you check. So here we are passing the list, and here we are passing the new interval, right? So we are saying that if your list size is 0, we can simply return the new interval, because if your size is 0, we can basically add the new interval. We can say, so in this case what will happen, because if let's say if my list is empty and if you are adding this new interval, so we can simply add this new interval, right? So I would say that new array list, and so first of all create a new array list, list a, list new list, and here we can say new array list, and where we can pass that, here it will basically have this intervals, intervals. So we can have interval here, and then what we are saying, that in this new list we need to add interval as new interval. Yep, and then we can return this new list, right? Return this new list. So yeah, so then it will be something like this, and here again we can have that this list is basically of type interval. Yep. So if my list is 0, and because if there are no existing interval, and if I'm adding new intervals, in this case you can add this only intervals, right? Now if it is not the case, then we'll basically add this result, which will basically contain result. So now why we are doing this sorting? So because this could happen when the given intervals are not in proper manner, they are not in merged manner. So if it is the case, then we can simply, you know, sort all the all the intervals whatever we have given, and we can say that yeah, these are, and then we can merge all the list. But like in this case, because they are already merged, so we can just remove this one, right? Now what we are saying, that we need to also maintain the list as well. So now we are starting from 0, and we need to also check that whether this I should be less than list size, right? And then we are saying that if this value, as far as this value is less than the new interval dot start, so in this case we can just skip this one, and we'll add the list value in the result. Because what can happen, like this case, this 1 3, because we need to return the final list. So if this 1 3 is not overlapping this one, at least we need to add this into resultant list, right? So we'll add this value in the resultant list. Now after that, so basically we'll keep on moving until this value is less than this one. Now we need to check. So once we are done this one, it means there is something overlapping. So we'll put this condition again, that it should be less than list size. And if the start is less than the new interval dot end, it means they are overlapping exactly. So in this case, we'll say that new interval dot start will move to the minimum of the start of the list value and the new interval value, and the maximum value, the end value, will be the maximum of the end value of the list and end value of the new interval. And then we'll do I plus plus. So basically it will keep on adding, it will keep on updating the new interval, and once it is not overlapping, then it will add this new interval into the list, right? And after that, whatever remaining values we have, that will add into the resultant list. So we are saying that again we'll move further, and we'll whatever value left will add into the resultant list, right? And at the last we'll add will return this resultant list. So now once we have got, so we can just print the start and end. So if you run this program, you can see the first interval we have 1 to 3, second interval is 6 to 10, and the last interval we'll have is 10 to 20 finally, right? So you can basically check with several cases. You can just replace these values with all these cases, and you can check that whether it is happening for the solution is applicable for all or not. So that's all about this video. And if you talk about the time complexity, so what we are doing, that let's say if there are n intervals, if there are given n intervals, so if we have the n intervals, one by one we are operating on all the intervals, because first of all we checked from here to here, then again here also we are checking one by one all the intervals, and at the last we are adding all the intervals one by one. So ideally the time complexity will be big of n, where n is the number of intervals, right? And if you talk about the space complexity, so as such I'm not using any extra space, so space complexity will be big of 1, right? So that's all about this video, and if you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section. I will try to explain that, and I will also post the source code into description section, so if you want, then you can also get it from there. So thank you, and if you have liked the video, please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.